Star Wars Funko NFTs were revealed today. Let's jump right into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Christopher, and the long-awaited Star Wars Funko NFTs got revealed today by Funko. So I kind of have mixed feelings about the whole thing. The redeemables, the physical Funko Pops, you can get once you get enough cards in a set for that certain redeemable. They look pretty phenomenal. There's some really great poses on these Funko Pops that are coming out, the redeemables anyways. The sculpts are just brilliant. They're different sculpts that we've gotten before. The characters are characters we've seen before, and I know a lot of people were hoping we got some clones and maybe some Ahsoka characters, stuff that's a little more relevant. And a lot of people were hoping that they weren't going to do all these quote-unquote legacy characters, I guess is what I would call them. The original trilogy characters that we see made time and time again for different Star Wars Funko releases, such as the Valentine's Pops, the Christmas Pops, even the Chrome Pops for Celebration exclusives. They use the same characters. They use Chewbacca, they use the droids, Darth Vader, Stormtrooper. So people were hoping we weren't getting those characters again, just in slightly different poses. So we did get some original trilogy characters. They were all original trilogy characters. But as I mentioned, the poses, the sculpts on these look pretty phenomenal. But let's jump into the whole thing. We'll take a look at the whole digital NFT Star Wars Funko website here, and kind of go over when everything gets released and dropped and all that good stuff there. Alright, so taking a look at the website. So I will leave this linked in the description below for you guys to check out, because these NFTs, these Star Wars Funko Digital Pops, are going to be available to not purchase, but you can purchase the packs of cards, the digital cards, available starting March 26, 2024 at 11 a.m. Pacific time, which is a Wednesday, so kind of have issues with that. A lot of people are going to be at work, including myself, so I don't know if I'll be able to get any, even if I do want to, which I'm kind of on the fence still about that. But yeah, I'll leave the link in the description below for you guys to check out. It's drop.io/drop, and then Star Wars. But I'll leave the link in the description below for you guys to check out. So we got a little bit of an overview here. So as I mentioned, these card packs, which is how these the NFTs work. You buy the card packs, and you try and complete sets to get a redeemable. So you gotta get a certain set of cards to make up the redeemable, and then you can get the redeemable eventually. So this website has all sorts of dates and stuff, but as I mentioned, March 26th, 2024, which is a Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, is when you can actually start buying the packs of cards. And let's just see how it works. So the open packs and collect digital pop. So you get the digital pops that are on like a digital card, and I believe these go to your Funko app, if I'm not mistaken. And they get added to your collection as a card, as a digital pop, I believe. So collect digital pops by opening packs or buying them on Drop Marketplace, which you can buy and trade different cards. If you got duplicates, you can buy and trade them on the Drop Marketplace. Collecting a Grail, Legendary, or Royalty set qualifies you for a redemption token to redeem the physical counterpart. And then it says, what is a royalty set? Every collection will have a unique physical pop that can be redeemed by collecting one of every common, uncommon, rare, and epic digital pop in the set. Check out the collection tracker after opening the pack to track your progress, and yada yada yada. And then July 24th, 2024, it says a snapshot of your inventory will occur on July 24th, 2024 at 11 a.m. Pacific time For every Grail, Legendary, or Royalty set in your inventory, you'll receive a redemption token to redeem within 30 days for the physical counterpart. And it shows kind of like an image of the redemption token. It kind of looks like I'm not sure if it's Rey, or I would imagine it's Princess Leia, because they went original trilogy for all these pops, as you'll see in a moment. And then August 23rd, 2024, redemption ends. So redeem your redemption tokens within 30 days before they expire on August 23rd, 2024 at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. And then it just says Q4 2024. Enjoy your physical collectibles. So it'll be like late in 2024 that these things will actually ship to you. So sit back, relax, and your limited edition physical collectible figures will be on their way. Tracking links will be provided in your activity, when ready. So that's how it works. So let's take a look at the pricing. Taking a look at the website, there's it shows one of the redeemable pops you can get, which is Luke Skywalker. We'll take a closer look at all the physical pops you can get in a moment. So collect digital land, a physical, collect digital pop, and progress towards landing physical collectibles designed exclusively for this drop. There are a handful of ways to land physical collectibles. Dive in and learn more. Okay, so you start with a pack. Purchase packs by joining the queue a few minutes before the sale begins on March 26, 2024 at 11 a.m. Pacific time for a random place in line. Shop packs and digital pop after the initial pack sale on the drop marketplace. So I guess after people start opening them up, they'll start posting them on the drop marketplace for trade, for sale, I would imagine. I'm not 100% sure how all that works. If you do know, let me know down in the comments. But these are the prices. So you can get the standard pack for $9.99 US, and it includes 5 items, which would be 5 cards, I would assume. I'm not 100% sure how these NFTs work, but I would assume it's just 5 cards, digital cards, and there's 35,000 of these standard packs available. So they are limited numbers. Not everyone will be able to get them. And then the premium pack sells for $29.99 USD, and the premium pack has 17 items or 17 cards, I would assume again. Let me know in the comments if you know exactly how the NFT stuff works, if it's all cards and whatnot, or if there's other items you get in the pack. But yeah, $29.99 USD for the premium pack, and there's 30,000 available, so 5,000 less than the standard packs. And it looks like you can pay Apple Pay, Google Pay, and credit cards are accepted. And then it says collect them all. So collect a Grail, Legendary, or Royalty set to receive a redemption token that can be used to redeem its matching physical counterpart. So how it works, so we already went through this already. Mark it on your calendar. So those are the dates there again. So March 26, 2024 is when you can start purchasing the packs. July 24th, 2024, the redemption window opens. August 23, 2024, which is 30 days after the redemption window opens, is when it expires. And then sometime at the end of 2024, you'll be able to get your physical pops sent to you. So that's how that works. But let's take a look. Let's scroll up and take a look at the physical collectibles, the physical pops, the redeemables. As you can see, there's one Grail, which is Luke Skywalker. They got 4 legendary Funko Pops, which are C-3PO, Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, and Han Solo. And then 1 royalty, which is Princess Leia. So the royalty, as it mentioned, you collect pretty much all the sets, every card in all the set, and that's how you get the royalty, it sounds like. But let's take a closer look at these. So taking a look at the physical collectibles, the redeemables, the physical pops that you get after you redeem your you get your all your sets, you get your token. So it says exclusive physical collectibles, limited edition Funko physical collectibles have been designed exclusively for the Star Wars Funko Digital Pop Series 1 release. So it sounds like there could be a Series 2 if this series does well enough. Collecting a Grail, Legendary, or Royalty set qualifies you for a redemption token to redeem the physical counterparts. So 6 collectibles in all, and the first one being the Grail Luke Skywalker, 1,980 available. So looking at the image here, it does say deluxe at the bottom. That's the first thing I noticed. So this is going to be a bigger pop. It's going to be very similar to the Jabba Skiff size-wise, or the Bounty Hunter collection, the Duel of the Fates ones, which were all deluxe pops. So it's going to be a larger pop. The figure should be the same size as your standard pop, but the base is going to be bigger, making it a deluxe pop. So and looking at the box, it does look square. It doesn't look like your regular size Funko Pop box. The next thing I noticed right away, number 278 in the series. So I'm guessing it's going according to the Digital Pop NFT series numbering. So I had no idea there were already 278 of these things. So who knew? But Luke Skywalker looking really cool in that ice cave pose, hanging upside down in that cave on Hoth there, the Wampa cave. His face is pretty bruised. Let me zoom in here so we can get a little better look. And there's a sticker there on the bottom right corner as well. So it says NFT release, and it tells you the piece count. So as I mentioned, 1,980. So it is quite exclusive. And yeah, look at the bruising on the face. It does look really, really nice. Very detailed Funko Pop. It would be interesting to get this pop in person. I'm not sure if I will. I will get into that in a moment. And it looks like, let's see what this is. Okay, so that's a card you will want to get, I suppose, of Luke Skywalker in the Wampa Cave. I like how these are animated, so I haven't really checked into the whole NFT thing, but I like how these cards are animated. Are they going to be worth having these if you don't buy enough to get the redeemable? I don't know. I don't know if I would just like go and get one pack, because in order to get a redeemable, you have to buy multiple packs to get all the complete sets and spend quite a bit of money. So I don't know if it's really worth it for me. But we'll get into that a bit later. But let's take a look at the next one, which is C-3PO. He is a legendary one, and there's 3,000 available. And taking a closer look at the pop itself, so he is sitting in the chair in the Millennium Falcon there in the cockpit. This is after they powered him down, so his eyes are closed, which is a very cool detail. They got the seat belt around him. Again, you got the sticker there, NFT released, 3,000 pieces. So it's nice that it does have that piece count for people who are going to keep it in the box. It does look like a phenomenal sculpt again. All of these are very different sculpts that we haven't seen before, so I really do like that. And it seems like they're going to be all deluxe pops as well. But C-3PO, number 277. And that is what the card looks like there. So where they turn him off, pretty much copying that scene in Funko Pop form. So I like the little animations on these cards. That's very cool. The next one is Darth Vader. Also a legendary, also 3,000 pieces available. And he is number 275. Again, deluxe pop. And if we take a look, let's zoom in here to take a better look at the pop itself. So it looks like he's coming down the stairs of the Death Star in front of the window there, on the Death Star where the Emperor's seat is. So he's coming down those stairs. He does have the missing hand, which is a nice little detail. So it looks like he's going to come down and grab the Emperor and toss him over the side. So I do like this. It's a different sculpt than we've gotten. It looks like he's kind of in a walking pose. Not the best one out of this release, this drop, I guess, but a very cool pose, a different pose. If you're a Darth Vader fan, which Ricky at Pop the Bounty Hunt or Pop the Bounty Collector, I know you'll probably be trying to get this one on the secondary market. I would imagine maybe on eBay, but very cool pop. And here is the card for it. Yeah, so they cut it off. So then it just replays. So that's a pretty cool card. Like I said, the animations are really cool. The next one is Emperor Palpatine. He is number 276, again a legendary, and then again 3,000 pieces available. So a few more. The legendary pops have a few more than the Grail, so they'll be easier to get your hands on them. But Emperor Palpatine again on the Death Star. If you zoom in, he's got the lightning coming out of his hands. We've seen a similar pose for this one for Return of the Jedi and the Return of the Jedi wave that came out. I don't know, maybe like 8 years ago, maybe 10 years ago now, perhaps. I don't know if it was that long. Probably about 8 years ago, but we got one with the Emperor with the lightning in this exact kind of dark cloak from Return of the Jedi. So this one, not as impressive as the rest, but it is a neat pose. I like the again the Death Star window behind him, just like he's shocking Luke Skywalker in the Return of the Jedi. And then taking a look at the card here. Yeah, there we go. So they're both from that scene where Vader picks up the Emperor and throws him down the Death Star shaft. Kind of gives Emperor Palpatine the shaft there. But very cool pop. Probably the least impressive one of this set. The next one is one that I would love to get if I could get my hands on this. Is Han Solo number 274, again a legendary one, 3,000 available again. And zooming in to take a better look at it, it looks like he's okay. So it looks like he's in the carbon freezing chamber. So that's like the back of the carbon freezing chamber. You got some smoke kind of starting to come up, and he's slowly freezing. He's kind of like putting his hands up. So when I initially saw this posted on Instagram, I thought it was Return of the Jedi, where he's melting, but I guess it's him freezing. So it's a very cool pose. I really do like this one. This one and the Luke Skywalker are probably the two that I would try and get if I can, either on the secondary market or by playing, which again, I'm still on the fence about buying these sets because it seems like a lot of money. But again, I'll get into that in a moment. But here's a card. They put him in the freezing chamber. Yeah, so there's that. So that's pretty cool. Again, the animations are cool. They are really, really cool. So there's the Han Solo one. The last one being Princess Leia is a royalty one. And this one, there is the most available for this one. There are 3,300 available. She is number 279 in the series. And it does have a glow-in-the-dark sticker at the bottom right-hand corner above that Pop NFT release sticker where it says the count as well, the piece count. And it looks like it's Princess Leia from the very old vintage poster, the original A New Hope poster with Luke in that kind of superhero pose with the lightsaber straight above him, and Leia's kind of like leaning off, like laying down on the ground with the blaster. So it looks like she's in that pose, and she's kind of in front of the poster as a background there. So that's a different pop. I don't know if I would want to get it. The pose is really phenomenal. It's a great pose. It's not something we've seen before, but I probably won't. It's not one that I would go for. But that being said, overall, this whole set is it's a great set, I think, in my opinion. Here's a card, yeah. So it's her from that poster, pretty much. So that is the physical pops. Now, why am I on the fence about this? Why am I kind of, I don't know, mixed feelings about this whole thing? The physical pops, as we saw, they are all great poses from scenes, iconic scenes in the movie. Um, all all of them just like great new poses. Yes, they're deluxe pops, so you're getting a bigger pop. The Han Solo and the Luke Skywalker are my favorite. The C-3PO is really awesome too. But yeah, overall they're great poses. They're deluxe pops. There's stuff that we haven't seen Funko do before with these, so that's really cool. Why I'm on the fence is because of the actual prices. So if we if we look at the prices again, the standard pack, which comes with five items. If I do the conversion on my phone here, because being in Canada, I've got to almost spend almost twice as much on this stuff here. So if I do the conversion on that, let me just check that out. So $9.99 American is almost $15. So it's $13.51. It's almost $15 Canadian for five digital cards, which I guess isn't too bad. I think some of the other drops, like the other properties, like the Transformers, the Star Trek that were recently dropped, were about the same price, I believe. So not too horrible. But when I get into like the premium pack, which is $29.99, conversion on that is yeah, $40.56 Canadian. So spending $40 Canadian on a pack, I'm not going to get all of the ones for a set in one pack, so I'm going to have to buy multiple packs. So I'm spending like 40 I'm spending like hundreds of dollars to get one of the redeemables in the end. And it's for me it's just not worth it. Maybe you are a big fan of these NFTs, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But for me, it's just not worth it. And I really hate that Funko made these amazing sculpts, these amazing poses on these redeemable pops, but you're making it so expensive if you do want to actually get enough cards to get the redeemable. So I hate that Funko did that with the Star Wars Funko Pops, because me being a huge Star Wars fan and a huge Star Wars Funko Pop collector, it hurts me to think about if I wanted to actually get one of these, because there are a couple. I'm tempted by that the Luke Skywalker and the Han Solo and the C-3PO. Those will be my top three out of this set. But I I think I'll just wait until they end up on eBay or on Marketplace somewhere. Hopefully, fingers crossed that they'll end up there for a decent price. I just, yeah, I don't know if I can bring myself to buy these packs, even at $9.99. So, what I say, 13, 14 bucks Canadian. I'm not gonna get all the cards in the set, assuming that there's maybe like 10 cards to a set. I'm not going to get all the cards in one set out of one pack. So I'm still going to be ending up paying, hundreds of dollars to get a redeemable, one, maybe two redeemables. So it just, yeah, it's just unfortunate that Funko did this. Two Star Wars Funko Pops, two Star Wars Funko collectors. I hate it. I love the pops, the physical pops, but spending money, taking a gamble on this stuff, that's what I don't like about it. But let me know what your thoughts are on this whole NFT Star Wars drop. What do you think about them? Which redeemable is your favorite? Are you going to be trying to get? Are you going to be picking up some of these packs to try and get some of the redeemables? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and then click to watch one of my other reviews. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.